Hello, and welcome to What Moves Us, the podcast where we ask what moves us, or more accurately, what's going to move us in future.
With the Rail Innovation Group's Johanna Randall and Liam Henderson, we look at debates, themes, and decisions of the minute that will impact on the way we get about in the future.
Well, welcome to another podcast from the Rail Innovation Group, What Moves Us. Usually, Johanna's with me, but not today because I'm in Sheffield. Managed to break out of London and come to see the 3Squared family. So if you could just introduce yourselves and talk loudly because it's in the middle and we're socially distanced at least 2 metres apart.
Hi Liam, I'm James Fox. I'm co-founder and commercial director of 3Squared. I'm here with...
I'm Lucy Pryor, Business Engagement Director at 3Squared, and over to...
And I'm Martin Gledo, Head of IT at 3Squared, and looking after all things trains.
Right, thank you. We obviously did a podcast last year in how you're coping with lockdown and everything else. First question for anyone who's new to 3Squared is, why are you called 3Squared?
It's a very good question. This was a long time ago we started 3Squared. I think 19 years ago now we started. And Tim and I came up with some kind of mathematical equation that we can't really remember what it was all those years ago, and it ended up being 3Squared essentially. So
was this like a genius idea in the pub?
It was. And
right.
also,
Has lost 3Squared.
I think also we found domain names available, 3squared.com. So
right.
Deal about that.
So any questions, go to 3squared.com. Right, so thank you for having me in Sheffield today. It's very nice to come to see your new offices. Lots of purple going on, a bit of green, some teal. Yeah.
All in line with our app colours.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very fancy offices. I'm sure they'll host you if you ask nicely and get a good cup of tea. So, how has it been for the last year?
Well,
Different.
I think so, yeah, absolutely. I think since lockdown happened, we were looking at the numbers yesterday, weren't we? And we've employed 35 people since lockdown.
And
So
that's
during
across
lockdown
every
it was.
function, yeah.
As in, you've increased by 35 people.
People have left along the
right.
way, so I think
We've had a net growth, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long's the longest someone's been working for you without you ever actually meeting them?
Oh, gosh. Did Izzy start just as we locked down? We have had a handful of staff did start literally as we fell into lockdown. So and Cherry, our HR manager, she has onboarded so many people throughout the last year and switched complete to obviously virtual interviews as well. How many CVs have we looked at? 350?
So is that 286?
286 CVs
wow.
we've reviewed over the year. Interviewed all those people virtually, hired, onboarded, trained virtually.
Yeah.
It's been phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, there were at least 3 people in my team who joined us completely remotely, so we did remote interviews and everything for them. It wasn't until summer last year when we got a bit of easing that we all managed to meet up as a team. And still now, I think there's some people within the company who haven't met each other because obviously we've been working remotely for so long.
Yeah.
And do you think you've employed anyone you wouldn't have previously done by the fact that you have met them virtually and sort of had a barrier of a screen in the interview?
Ooh.
As in, have we recruited differently in terms of personality type and
Well, also because the interview
abilities?
process was different, so they might have been more comfortable at home than they would have performed had they come in wearing a suit or similar, or people you maybe employed that you regret because when you met them in person, you didn't actually like them.
Definitely not had that, no. Everyone in #1 team's brilliant. I don't know. I think obviously it's been a very different mode of interviewing people, but again, in checking Cherry, she does so much on CV screening, and we've got a really clever way of taking the CVs and assessing people's competencies and capabilities with regards to cultural fit as well as capability.
Yeah.
By the point we get to interview them, whether it's through a screen or in real life, we've already got a really good feeling for who they are, and that's all anonymised as well. So we've got no preconceptions based on age or what name heritage might be reflected, or gender even.
Right.
So everything's done blindly, if you like, up until the point of that shortlisted set of candidates gets to interview.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Very practiced answer. So your office is now open, obviously, but I think you said you've had the office open the whole way
Yes.
through. Why did you feel it important to keep a place for people to work?
Do you want to say that, James? Or do you want me?
Well, we can fill in. I think it's really important because some people work a lot better in an office environment than they do at home. And obviously some people can also live with their parents and have distractions at home and that kind of thing. So we've left it open so people can come in and have an opt-in process within 3Squared. So they can come to the office, work here, or work at home.
Yeah, and the main step handle, a massive influence behind all that is looking after our colleagues' mental well-being.
Yeah.
Because we have myself, I've hated some days being on my own at home, so to have that option has just been invaluable.
So now, obviously, hopefully, we're coming to another evening. Do you have plans to sort of, I don't know what the word is, get people back together?
Like the Avengers, reassemble.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. What's your
I've
your
had
plans?
everybody back in the office tomorrow, but we also have been mindful of people's concerns. We do have colleagues with caring responsibilities, so they'll wait until they've had their jabs, for example. But we've, as James said, we've had opt-in right from the very beginning, so people are welcome to come in as soon as they want, whether it's 1 day a week or 5 days a week. Naturally, just for team spirit and the hubbub and community, we want everyone back in as soon as possible. But we're doing this in a really holistic manner. We're surveying the staff and making sure people are as comfortable with and as aware of and understanding of the decisions that we're making as a management team as well. We've got people that feel safe at work.
Yeah. So how have you got on with, I didn't plan for this to be a whole skills-based one, but how have you got on with people obviously remote? So how have you been able to sort of monitor them and make sure they're still getting professional development whilst seeing them on a screen at meetings, rather than sort of being around and seeing someone struggling?
Well, I'll hand to Martin as a line manager.
So obviously as a line manager, I've got a team to look after, and it's a very different experience from being in the office and seeing everyone and just chatting to everyone being on their own in their rooms and being quite isolated. So one thing we did very early on as a company is we put in place a morning, almost like a stand-up kind of social call for everyone in the team. It's 15 minutes long, the team get together, and some days you talk about work in it, some days you talk about whatever the latest hot TV series everyone's been watching is, some days you talk about all sorts of things in it, but it's to try and put in that connectedness. So it's not just about performance and work and the hard side of having a job, I suppose, but it's also about the human side of it and the relationship building. We find it's very easy for people to put pressure on themselves to be working and to be present every minute of every day when working at home.
Yeah.
Because you've not got the social keys in the office to get up and make a cuppa and have a chat.
Yeah.
So we're really conscious of the need to stop people putting that artificial pressure on themselves and try and maintain that feel. And then on the assessing skills and performance and progress side of things, we've been making extensive use of video conferencing platforms, as everyone has for the last however many months it's been. But we found the one-to-one setting for video calls is a very different feel to a team session.
Yeah.
So it's quite easy to implement those regular one-to-ones still and have those conversations and talk informally as you would, and then make sure you follow up and share notes. So I've actually found it's improved some of my HR practices as a line manager, as it's put a bit more rigour in how I think about things and manage staff.
So there are lessons that you'll take forward
Yes, absolutely.
into the after time.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know why the computer is now making very loud noises, so it's about to explode. I'll just talk very loudly over it. So that's for keeping in touch with staff, and how have you found keeping in touch with clients and suppliers? Same thing?
Well, funny enough, I'm going to talk very much about the front end network bit first, and then we'll go on to client engagement. But I remember in our first podcast, that's the 3rd of April, checked on Spotify today, just before then, you'd actually commented that you'd not seen me anywhere. Because as people that know me know, I like to get out and about and meet people. And so during the first lockdown after that, I really threw myself into absolutely every single on-screen event that was going. I was knackered after a couple of months. I really got screen fatigue, and so then I found myself stepping back from a little bit. So I've got kind of a nice balance now. I think I'm being much more selective, and I think a lot of people have done that, certainly in this last lockdown, not feeling compelled to go to everything. I suppose it's presenteeism in a different way. So being much more selective about what you go to, when you'll get value from, and I was doing a little bit of pre-networking as well. So I've been using LinkedIn and Twitter much more actively to connect with people and find what our personal connection might be, what the common interest elements might be, rather than just we're both in the same conference, let's meet up in advance virtually. No, we're humans, what can we talk about? And I will see you at such and such in a couple of days' time. That's really, really worked well for me. But from a client engagement point of view, gosh, James and his team have flown with that. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people have embraced Zoom and Teams. I don't think this time last year people knew what Teams and Zoom was.
I was scared of Teams.
Yeah, this new technology. But actually, it worked in our favour, to be honest, because we've been talking to clients internationally who have now got used to the aspect of Teams and Zoom at different times of the day and calling them and showcasing our wares. But also our clients have embraced it as well to catch up with them. We have in fact been going out physically and doing training to social distance, obviously, for our products as well with some of our clients. It's working well.
And like we were saying, like the buzz of being back in the office, Becky and Catherine and James's team, the buzz from them from having seen clients in real life and having that immediate feedback, whether they're delivering training or it's a keeping in touch session, it's just been gorgeous to hear that. It really has.
Oh, that's good. It's encouraging. I do remember last year we also spoke about how you would develop products, especially in Collaborate. How you plan to continue collaboration to develop new products when you're all remote and at home. So how's that gone well?
Yeah, we are getting feedback from our clients all the time. We have these keep in touch sessions where we speak to our clients about the products and what the features they like about it. And we've got a roadmap of features for our products from that as well, and we decide which features get us moving forward into production essentially. But that's continuing over Teams and Zoom to ask our clients where they see our products developing.
Right.
One thing in that area I've seen that absolutely amazed me is Nicola, one of our business analysts, were doing a remote call with clients talking through their problem. Normally you'd have a whiteboard, you'd be scribbling all over the place. She put together a process map in Visio on the fly while talking to clients, and I'm watching this thing develop in front of me. It's magical. It is absolutely amazing to see.
So there are some, obviously, like, what's the word I want to use? Tools that we can carry on.
Yeah.
Potentially. Find a way to now merge those back into real life.
Yeah. And we found that we've got video conferencing facilities now, which works really well. So if there is a group of us in the office, we can still see everybody on the screen and still do meetings remotely and in the office at the same time.
Right. Well, that's good. We are sitting at a table with a giant, overwhelming sign, 3Squared, wrapped around the corner of the table.
I've had a busy seminar.
I feel like I'm sat in Lucy's throne here.
With a lot of purple. Yes.
It's my favourite colour.
Oh. Inspirational. So, what's next?
What is next? So we're obviously growing as an organisation. We've got a lot going on at the moment with various different projects. Big thing at the moment, our flagship product is competency management, our EBS product. That is growing all the time. We've managed to get Network Rail on board with that now. We've got several other client and other opportunities in the pipeline as well, so I can really see that growing. In fact, we've got 20. I wrote the number down. We've currently got 23,000 employees within EBS across various organisations. So it's
and disciplines as well. It's really exciting. The variety of skills profile we've got in there. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's different staff and lots of people who be on multiple competency cycles and different role types and our assistant managers and all that. And that's some really good feedback from operators as well. How it's been rolled out, so we've got a great onboarding process, but also the features it does bring to the organisation compared to their existing products that you used to use before.
Yeah, I think it was only today we got some really, really fantastic feedback from end users of the system. There were comments like, this is making my life so much easier, and I wish we'd had something like this before. So it was really warming when clients share that kind of feedback with us.
Has Lucy already turned that into a
No, I'm just
campaign?
Because some of this is from Network Rail, you have to go through the comms clearances as well. There are so many things I've got lined up in my draft tweets.
So have you also, you are very well known on social media, have you found social media engagement has carried on the same? Or
no.
personally, I've noticed that it's been very quiet throughout the last 4 months.
It's been very different because, for one, that you don't have the silly selfie opportunity.
I did this morning on the train.
Yes, I saw it. We will be having a distance selfie at the
I need a
moment.
selfie of this.
Yeah. No, it has been totally different, and I mean, because you're not out and about, taking random pictures of things that you've seen or places that you've gone, people then actually notice your absence. So when I've had a relatively quiet week, people have been checking in to make sure I'm all right. Well, no, you don't want to see my front room again. I mean, Princess Archie, my dog, that's his Instagram account. He's been on quite a few conferences, so he's ended up in trade press and on social media and stuff as well, which has just been a nice, daft little bit of light-hearted alleviation. But I personally have been using social media in a very different way. So as well as Twitter and LinkedIn and conversing with people through those platforms, I've actually ironically used WhatsApp much more than ever would have done before. A lot of the groups are on permanent mute, and I choose when
Are you on the Prime Minister's special WhatsApp group?
No, but I have had a DM from Grant Shapps on LinkedIn. Check me out.
Was it to ask you for anything?
No, I've still got better in it's one of his PAs.
No, it's interesting. I have found that it's very quiet.
I have managed to have a bit of ribbon in Tanya Burnham about music and his DJing stints, and tried to challenge Christine Harris to some better jokes. But so yeah, I've not been using it particularly professionally, but I've been having fun.
Now, are you as a company also, do you encourage the staff to be doing social media, have a social media presence on behalf of the company, or do you want them to be out and about showing their faces?
Yes and yes. So we actively, you'll see myself and James at any manner of events at any time, almost weekly. I'm like, guys, if you are at a tech event, for example, or if you're at an HR event to Cherry, let us know, because I'm really, really keen to ensure that we're promoting 3Squared as a really significant supplier in the rail industry, but that we've got our kudos within tech and everything that we do. I keep mentioning Cherry, all the stuff that we do around social value, corporate social responsibility. So for me, it's absolutely vital that we're sharing that, not just because of the brand points it gets you, but because it's what we do. It's just in our blood. So we're constantly asking our colleagues to let us know if they're going to things, to get involved on LinkedIn. You might have seen that we've done a whole slew of posts recently on LinkedIn. Our very early placement students, what they're up to now, and we've had some lovely, lovely kind of my career since 3Squared stories. And we've got Lucy. I've just shared a post about Lucy Heath, one of our placement. She's returning as a grad student now. It's just lovely to have that kind of longevity and relationship that we nurture. So yeah, we try and get people involved as much as we can, obviously sensibly. If one of our colleagues was like, no, Twitter is for complaining, therefore we keep well away. We don't merge the streams.
Twitter appears to, for me, be to get into conversations about music with you, Lucy, and
Yeah.
really, really bad rail puns with people.
Yeah, that musical one was good.
There's a lot. You'll have to get into TikTok videos soon, though, won't you?
Yeah. Martin, get you on the TikTok.
Never.
Rail acronyms.
I do remember one. Gareth Dennis was hosting the Rail Natter, and my 11-year-old daughter just completely screamed on me, did a full TikTok routine in the background, and everybody loved it.
There you go. Right, so where will we see you for the rest of the year?
Well, we've got Rail Live.
Rail Live, we're going out in
The slushy machine. I promise
Yes.
slushies.
Yeah. Yes, you come to Rail Live, come and see us.
We'll be up near the helicopter pad.
We will. And yeah, it's going to be a great event. And we're also going to be doing a Rail Smart virtual roadshow the week after Rail Live. So look out for invites back and buy details, showcasing our products.
Yeah, and there's going to be a huge mixture of hybrid events, and some going physical, some staying virtual. So as well as Rail Live and our own roadshow, will be Info Talk, which looks fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that one. And then James and I are working hard on the calendar. It's gone into the crackers September to December railway calendar already. So kind of picking and choosing which ones we go to, which ones are going to have most impact for us. Because I know I was guilty in the past of going to do it in an envelope if I could.
More importantly, when's the next Rail Innovation Group meeting?
Because we've got a lovely space here.
We will come here. Well, you have a lovely big space here, so we would like to come back when we can have lots of people and show off Sheffield.
You're very welcome.
So it will not be probably. We'd like to do a special event also to celebrate your new opening. So whenever we can do that, which will be a larger event, which I think when after the 21st of June, we'll come do an event. Hopefully the sun-drenched terraces will still be open for drinks afterwards.
Yes. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
And we'll know that the slushie machine still works as well. So.
Yeah. Special slushies. Cool.
Are you going to be mixing up non-brand purple slushy then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Purple slushy.
What is that? Taro slushy.
What is that?
You know, like purple cake you get from the Philippines.
Oh.
Is it taro root? Yeah, and they have purple cake. Yeah, should have taro flavoured.
See what
That sounds really
I've just gone
appetizing.
straight to grenadine.
That would have been simpler. Anyway,
Or
right.
Chambord, because that's a really nice bottle.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and good luck. And yes, very nice to be here,
Yes.
and great to be in person.
Yes, lovely.
So thanks for listening to another episode of What Moves Us. We hope we moved you. For more episodes, you'll definitely want to subscribe to our channel.
Until next time.